Good morning, good morning. Hi, everybody. Good morning. I know I am so early today, and that is because I am doing two lives this morning, you guys, and I want to talk about these two. Okay, if I did one video, it would have been too long with the stories that I want to do this morning. So we're going to talk about Nandipha Magudumana. She has written some statement, and I'm like, who is interested? And then there's this one over here. Listen, I have issues with him. Okay, maybe they're personal, maybe they're not, but I have issues with Katlego behaving the way that he is behaving. If the stories are true, but I'll tell you why I have issues with him. And I know some people are supporting him, but I will tell you what my thoughts are, and I have very strong thoughts on that story. So before we begin, you guys, let's do the countdown and send notifications because, of course, people are not used to me coming on at 6:30 because usually I come on at 7, but I do have another live at 7. So let's begin. Hi, everybody. Good morning, precious Pearl. Thank you for joining me. Thanks to everybody that's joining me this morning. Like I said, you guys, I'm a little bit early because I am going to do two lives today. I do have the normal one at 7 o'clock, but I thought the stories are just going to be too long if I do them all in one video. So here we are doing the live. If you miss one of the lives, you can catch up later on. Hello, Milano. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome this morning, you guys. So apparently, Dr. Nandipha issued a statement, you guys. Listen, South Africa is a movie, and it's a horror movie, to be honest with you. Criminals, while in prison, are releasing statements. Isn't that the whole point of you being locked up? You're not supposed to be able to communicate with your people and still act like a celebrity out here. Okay, this one thinks that she is out. Okay, maybe it's because of the treatment that she's receiving in prison. It's so comfortable. She's forgetting that she is arrested over there, and a lot of us are not really interested. Okay, I was like, this woman. But we're going to go through the segment, and I will tell you what is amazing me and shocking me about the statement that Dr. Nandipha issued, you guys. And then there's Katlego, guys. Listen, I know Katlego looks, young. He looks like a little boy, like a cute Tanyana little boy. And I know he looks like that, but listen, you guys, this is a grown-up man. This is a father that we supported when he lost his jobs because, of course, we did not understand. You cheated on your wife. What does that have to do with your job? Why did insurance have to fire you when you had your child to take care of? We supported him, we cheered him on when he got his jobs back. Okay, because not only did he get his job back, he got his jobs back. So we don't want to hear anything about him not paying the child school fees. Okay, we don't want to hear it. Okay. We were so happy for him when he was getting back to that job with the morning show and he was singing and all of that. He's making six figures here, he's making six figures there, and now we have to read about you and school fees. Now you're hiring 4 lawyers to represent you in court so that you can pay, less amount. Guys, aren't we working for the kids, guys? Isn't the whole point of us sitting here trying to make money so that we can take care of our kids? Now, why do men have an option to say, but I just pay this legal? Listen, even with my partner, if I made enough to cover the school fees all by myself, I'm covering that school fees, okay? And it will cover other things because that's what we do. You take care of your kids. But it's like, man, they have to be convinced, like, just cover that school. Listen, let me not be that thing, okay? We're going to talk about it. And I know other people are supporting him. I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. Not this time. Listen, you only get one chance for us to support you fully. After that, we're like, boy, like, grow up now. You're grown up. You're a father now. Take care of that ish, okay? Go to the school. If you don't want to give the money to your wife, go to the school. Ask them for a statement transfer the money, okay, because you want your child to go to a private school. You don't want your child in a public school. And if your wife says, I cannot afford the half of the private school, let's take the child to the public school, and you are saying no, then go and pay that age, okay? I don't want to hear about it, okay? I've supported you enough. I'm done, okay? It's about time we mute these men that think that they can be out here trying to justify why they don't just fully take care of their kids, so we don't have to hear about it, okay? Anyway, you guys, let me just greet the people. Ntando, hello, hello, hello. Umama wasemzini. Mam Vilagazi. In fact, I should say that. Hey, I should not even call your name. Mayoli Tata, good morning. We are early birds today. Okay, Mam Kopozi is up. Wake up, make up, do the video. You guys don't even know. Do you think I bad today? Sivuka sivele senze makeup and do videos. Guys, please go to Bako M's channel and check out the song that she did yesterday. Like, I was laughing whole day. You know, YouTube can be fun sometimes. I know that we are dramatic, but sometimes it can be a lot of fun. I loved it. I love the song that she did. You can also go to my community post. I did share the video and check it out. Okay, it's a fun video, you guys. And don't take things personal. Laugh sometimes. Okay. So, you guys, let me start with the now. Let me start with Katlego. Why am I saying Tebogo? Did I say Tebogo before? Okay, Katlego. Okay, let me start with Katlego. The story there. Okay, so you remember he had lost his jobs because there was the video that came out that he had cheated on his wife or fiance, and then it was the whole thing. Ended up losing his jobs, ended up not working for some time, and then he got his jobs back, you guys. And then now the wife posted that he is not really doing what he is supposed to do. She is not saying that Katlego is not paying maintenance. He is paying maintenance, but her issue is that he wants them to take their child to a private school. Apparently, he did not want to sign any other forms, okay, to the school. He wanted his child in a private school. Now he is saying to his wife, okay, when it comes to the school fees, you are a parent, I'm a parent, let's go 50-50, okay? And the wife is like, okay, but I can't afford the 50% of the private school, okay? So let's take our child to a public school. So she's not refusing to pay the 50%. She's saying the 50% of the private school. I cannot afford it. Let's take our child to the public school. Then you can pay the 50% and I can pay the 50%. I am like, guys, I don't understand this thing. I don't understand it. Okay. If you want your child in a private school and you're the parent that wants the child, even if you are not, if you can afford it, if the child is in a school, whatever school it is, and you can afford to pay the full amount of the school fees, why do you need to go 50-50? Do they go 50-50 with this child when it comes to taking care of this child? Does this woman wake up today, prepare the child for school, gets the child to the school, helps with the homework today and the scuffing and everything and all of that and the emotional support of the child today? Okay, she does that all today. And then tomorrow she's like, Katlego, it's your turn. Is it 50% like that when it comes to taking care of the child? I doubt it, okay? Because even when you live together as parents, it's never really 50%. Each parent does the best that they can. Even in the household where you live together, there's always going to be days where you do more than the other partner. If you can afford to do it, you do it. It's like, listen, I'm like in a meeting right now, I can't get off, can you fetch the child? The other partner fetches the child. That's how parenting goes sometimes. So I feel like even financially, if you can afford to pay for the private school fees, pay the school fees. Why do you need to go and ask the government to tell you how much you need to pay for your child's school fees? Your whole salary should go to your child. If it has to, that's what we do as parents. Sometimes you can't even buy yourself a stick sweet as a parent. Everything goes to your children. Now, why are men out here trying to justify 50%, pay the 50%? And then there are women out there who are saying, but this woman has a rich boyfriend. What does this boyfriend have to do with this child? Yes, he can take care of the child if he chooses to, which is what she's saying he does sometimes. But why do you, even as a man, You let it happen that another man take care of your child, and it's not like that you cannot afford. You just fighting your wife through your child. Like now you're doing the same thing that your ex-wife did. Is it the ex now? Okay, you're doing the same thing that the way saying that she's using the child to fight him. You are also using a child to fight him. Imagine now at school, at least I'm not known. When they look at my child's school fees and they're like, hey, what is this here? This child that hasn't paid the school fees. But here it's like, hey, this is Katlego. Katlego from the morning show. Her child, look here. He hasn't even paid 50%. Hi guys, I don't get it. I feel like he needs to grow up. Grow up. If he really does not want to pay the 100% of the school fees, then he must just allow his wife to take the child to a public school. Okay, allow her to take her to a public school. Don't be embarrassed by the fact that she wants to take the child to a public school. Allow her to do that, okay, so that she can pay the 50%. But are you not even ashamed that you are asking her for that 50%? You're asking her to pay that 50%. Guys, me is done with Katlego, okay? Until he defends himself, until he comes out here with the receipts to say, listen, here it is. I have paid the school fees. This woman is lying. If this story is true, I'm done supporting this guy, okay? He has a lot of jobs for us to be talking about his child's school fees, okay? I understand an artist who maybe gets a job here and there, acting here and there, and then he's not working and whatever. Then we can talk about, sometimes when a man is not working, a woman has to, cover. But we're talking about someone, a person that is doing a deal or no deal, okay? I don't know how much they pay on that show, but I know they pay a lot, okay? But we're sitting here talking about your child's school fees. Like, are we for real? Guys, I know. I'm not going to support that. Hello, Pulana. Hello, Pulana. Hello, Precious Pearl. No time to bite. Even as viewers, I think, wake up, make up. Do the video. That's what we do. Lizzie. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget providing roof over the child. Exactly. Because if a child lives with you, then you're the one that's paying the rent, because obviously that person is not going to give you half the rent. Okay. They're not going to give you half the rent. They're not going to give you, half of the packets of the washing powder. Okay. They're not going to do that. When the child is sick, they're not going to come to the hospital and you stay in the hospital until 12 midnight, and then they come and they sit between 12 and then in the morning. They're not going to do that. But then when it comes to the fees, then they want to pay 50%. How fair is that? Why are we here talking about your child's school fees when we've supported you to get all of these jobs back, and now you have them? Now we are sitting here talking about you paying your child's school fees. An average person, well, all of us are struggling to pay the fees, because even the public schools, if you take your child to a really good public school in South Africa, it's still expensive, okay? So the private school is even worse. Allow your wife at least to take that child to the public school, okay? But we done. Listen, let me not say we. I'm done supporting Katlego, okay? I'm waiting for the receipts that he's doing better than I'm hearing, okay? That I will support him. Hey, morning. I say unlocked. Morning, you guys. So, of course, the wife was posting all of these things that she was posting. Let me just show you a little bit of what she was posting on her Instagram. On her Instagram stories, okay? Let me just do this. I hope there's no music here. So yeah, this is one of the things. The question, okay, here she was talking about the fact that he is making like six figures. Okay, so I guess it's according to the jobs that are paying him. I mean, he is a public figure, so it's very easy to find out where he is working. You guys go to her account just to read all of this. It's a lot of stories, you guys. Some of the stories, she is answering questions or the comments that people were making. And she does say that she is surprised that a lot of people were questioning the fact that she has a rich man, she's living this really good life. And she's saying, I mean, if I have a man that can provide that life for me, why should I justify why I'm living that life. Does that mean that this man is supposed to take care of your child? Okay, that's what she was saying. Okay, so like this is one of the comments, you guys. Sometimes as women we can be so ridiculous. This comment is from a woman. It says, but we see the extravagant life you live and all the costly things you do. The evidence alone should be used to show that indeed you can afford to pay for your child's school fees, but instead the money is used to fund your extravagant lifestyle. You have no shame boasting about, and now feel the need to play poor mom. Okay, she did not say she's poor, guys. She said, I cannot afford the 50% of the private school. Can we take the child to a public school? And she had said that this man has refused to sign the forms for a public school. Okay, she's not even refusing to pay, which I would do. I would like, listen, with everything that I've been doing, because guys, there's a time when Katlego was not working. Who was taking care of the child? Who was taking care of the financial needs of the child and the other needs of the child when he wasn't working? No, man. I date a very wealthy man that loves and spoil me. She didn't even have to justify that. However, it's still not the man's responsibility to pay for another man's child and school fees, even though he does. You are trying to say that your fave celeb that spends 50k, 150k a month should not be paying his child's school fees because I get spoiled by my man's. Listen, you guys, like women can be so ridiculous. It's a woman that made this comment, okay? I think you are on the wrong page, love, but I think I can hook you up if you like, because according to the statement, he will probably spend more money on you than his own child. You guys, they're saying that he spends 150,000 a month on himself. Listen, guys, if he has the money to do that, there's nothing wrong with him spending that money on himself. But then again, I feel like then we shouldn't be getting these reports about you not really doing what you're supposed to do when it comes to your child. Okay, and listen, even this one is going on about how or this one is talking about him living a lavish lifestyle. I think it's her replying to the comment, which I can't see over here, but I think it's the continuation of the exchange between her and the other woman. Okay, Jess is completely ignoring the fact that it won't even break the date's bank account to honor the child. Never mind the fact that there are literal men out there struggling to just offer their kids a bare minimum, you guys. So listen, this is what is going on. This story, I don't want to lie, it irritated me because I just feel like Ukatlego, we were so happy for him to get all of these jobs back. He has the jobs. And I also, the element of it that I don't understand is that, if your wife says, because you have to work together to make sure that you provide a child with the best that you can. If your wife said, your ex-wife is saying, listen, I cannot afford this school, let's choose this school so that you can pay your 50% and I pay my 50%, and you don't want to do that, then just pay the full amount, especially because you can afford it. That is where I stand with the issue until Katlego comes out here and provides receipts that it's different. Okay, Katlego and his wife are pretty, both of them are childhood. However, I would have thought that Katlego has had enough drama in public. More is coming because clearly he hasn't had enough. Katlego can go pay the school fees directly. He doesn't need to give it directly to the baby mama. I would like to hear Katlego's response because we have one side of the story at the moment. Yes, I would love to hear him, and I hope he has a good side. Things like this are supposed to be private. Why taking it to the public platform? This might affect the child, as other kids could tease and bully the children. Let's learn to be private. I agree with that, you guys. I guess sometimes it is frustration when you see somebody publicly living this perfect life, but you need your child's school fees to be paid. One thing, you're going to wake up and be like, this is it, I'm done. Okay. We are exposing this man. And we also know that this girl likes to do things private, because even when she was exposing him for cheating, it was all public. He can pay directly to the school, okay, and get the receipts and everything, and the school will not refund you the money if your child is owing. So they're not going to give that money to her. She's never going to even smell that money. So just pay directly to the school. So you guys, listen, where is this story? So Dr. Nandipha issued a statement, you guys. I think yesterday Celia Mutweneng had shared this story with me, okay, yesterday. shared the actual statement that was issued by Dr. Nandipha. And I'm like, Nandipha is in prison. Why are we hearing from her? Guys, I did say in one of my videos, let's commit crime because it's like kumnande prison, kumnande jail, guys. You can even release statements and act like a public figure while in prison. Okay, so she issued a statement. Let me read it, and then we're going to talk about what I think it's about. Okay. So, Dr. Nandipha, I suffered abuse at the hands of those occupying highest government offices. In a bizarre turn of events, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana has written a letter through her lawyers in which she accuses powerful families in South Africa of abusing her. Magudumana is facing charges of fraud, corruption, arson, violation of her body, and defeating the ends of justice for her alleged role in the prison escape of a convicted Peace and Wedara Tabopesta. The two were arrested in Arusha, Tanzania on the 7th of April after fleeing South Africa. The merits concerning the allegations against me and the events which transpired in Tanzania are currently before the court and will also be addressed at a more appropriate time, said Magudumana. The case has been postponed to the 11th of October. In the letter shared by SABC journalist Griselda Lewis on Thursday evening, Magudumana decided to close off Women's Month with a letter sent through her lawyers. Okay. The fact that she even wants to celebrate Women's Month, okay, highlighting the plight of fellow female inmates and her abuse allegedly, as she's there being comrade, comrade Magudumana in prison, highlighting the plight of fellow female inmates at her and her abuse allegedly at the hands of powerful people. It is with deep humility. Listen, now, one thing that Dr. Nandipha is not, she does not have any humility, okay? It is with deep humility and respect to share the piece of communication with you. It has been a few months since my illegal incarceration at Bizamakele Correctional Center in Krokstad. As if we don't know where you are arrested. Ma'am, we know where you are, okay? You don't need to remind us. But I would like to assure you that I am holding on in faith. We don't care. Hey guys, listen, I just want to let you know that I am here by the prison and I am holding on. Okay, it's like Mandela in prison, Amandla, okay. The deep conversation I've been having with God, okay. Yeah, also prophetess in jail. The deep conversation I've had with God give me strength and easy passing, and with each passing day. Though the last few weeks have not been easy, I am more convinced that than ever that there is a reason and purpose for everything. Yes, there is a reason why you're in prison. You committed crimes. Okay. To my family and the people who have been supporting and praying for me, thank you very, very much. Okay. May the Almighty shine his face on you and give you peace and that surpasses all understanding. The doctor said she was aware of the untrue statements, narratives, and conclusions surrounding her arrest. Okay. She said she will, in the near future, very near future, because of course she's hoping that she's going to get off, be in a position to share more on the many painful times I've suffered physically, emotionally, financially, sexually abused at the hands of a powerful man, including some of the most powerful and prominent families in South Africa. Okay. So she's claiming abuse. Currently occupying the highest offices in government and business, and my painful experience at the correctional services, including the plight of women inmates and the violation of human rights. Guys, listen, maybe some of you, this message is going to touch your heart. It does not, okay? It does not even touch my breast, okay? So my heart is very, very far from Magudumana's issue, okay? Magudumana said she was aware of various productions. See, now, here is the reason Magudumana wrote a statement. Okay, finally we find out because, of course, she wants to tell us about the documentary. Okay, and I will be very disappointed if the production company is the one that advised her to issue the statement because they want that documentary to be advertised. I will be disappointed at Sonia Mbele and her people because, listen, this is a prisoner. Why are we hearing from her? Okay, Magudumana said she was aware of various production being shot about her, further warning South Africans that if her voice or that of her legal team is not represented, there is likely to be no truth or credibility in that story. I have conditionally granted a black woman-owned company. Like we care. She's busy out here worried about BEE score. Her BEE score. Like, I have hired a black-owned production company to have exclusive rights of to my story, and our lawyer are finalizing the paperwork. Okay, I think lawyers are finalizing the paperwork. She misses her children too. Finally, you talk about your children, woman. How do you talk about politicians and prison women in prison, and you're talking about, the documentary, and then at last you talk about your children? This woman is not right in the head. She's not right in the head, and she's not right in the heart. Okay, because you should be talking about your children first. Okay, she misses her children too. Buganje, she writes like one line for her children. She's like, to my children, I miss you so much, and mommy loves you. Mommy's fighting with everything she has to be with you. No, you're not fighting, because if you were fighting to be with your children, you will not be almost kissing Thabo Bester in court. Okay, if you wanted to get out, you will not there be holding the criminal's hand. Okay, you'll be fighting to get out and be with your kids. I'm not buying it. I will see you soon. I want to be Mr. Kaula and be like, that's my response to her statement. I think I just wanted to emphasize the fact that the documentary is coming out, guys. I will have to go and move on to the next live, but let's just read these comments. Katlego and Monique issues are very complicated. Katlego might be bitter as he's jolting a grudge against her. She is a tip this is a tip of an iceberg, but for me, you're never going to be able to justify why anything that you do is going to affect your child. Okay, they need to be matured about it, because they're parents right now. They need to grow up. Okay, grow up. Have you ever had a baby mama or a baby daddy you really, really hate, but you have to communicate with them because, of course, it's for your child. As an adult, you have to do things like that, okay? Nandipha is not supposed to be called Dr. Nandipha. Listen, we have to stop. I've been saying, actually, we have to stop, anymore. The title has been stripped off, guys. Okay, has it been officially stripped off? Okay. Yeah, we need to stop, guys. We need to stop. Good morning, family. Hi, Anna. Hi, Anna. Dr. Lisa, you are saying that it's been officially stripped off? Or is it because of, you remember they used to say that she did not pay for whatever, the membership? Thanks, Dr. Lisa, for the updates. Thank you. I did not know that, you guys. I did not know that. It does not even touch my brain. It doesn't. My heart is very far. No, it doesn't. Hey, that woman, the fact that her kids is like the last thing on that statement. Can you believe it? The nerve, okay? 11 likes, that's it. The like button, please, Batanda, okay? My overflows. Overflow me with likes. Please overflow me with likes and subscriptions, okay? Nandipha forgets that she left her. She forgets. She was running there was she found in South Africa at her house with her kids? No, she had already left her kids. So it's not because she's arrested that she's not going to be with her kids. She was going to be, running from authorities for life if she didn't get caught. So now she's acting like this mother now. My response to Nandipha. Nandipha must try another strategy, please. That abuse one, we're not buying it. Not buying it. We're over it, okay? Nobody's being abused there. Hey, she was almost making out with Thabo Bester in court, so we're not gonna buy it, okay? We're just not gonna buy it, okay? Now I'm tempted to not even want to watch that documentary by them, because they're being shady about it. Why do you make a prisoner release some statement while he's in prison? Okay, guys, let's not forget. Okay, there's a family that lost a child. Okay, people will say, but Nandipha didn't kill the child or whatever. We don't know. You just know that his body was treated in the most inhumane way when they left it there by prison to burn, because they wanted people to think that it's Thabo Bester. That family, there was a possibility that that family would never have known what happened to their child. And then you're out here talking about documentaries and missing your kids. What about Katlego's mom? Okay, what is she supposed to do? She's missing her child too. What about Katlego's kids? They're missing their father too. We're not buying it. We don't care, in fact, okay? The kids are still waiting for her at school to come, because that's where she left them. Because she doesn't care. The only thing Nandipha cares about is Thabo Bester, okay? She's just praying that when they are convicted, they spend their lifetime in in the same cell. Okay, if there was a mixed gender prison, she's probably gonna fight for that there by prison. Anyway, you guys, let me say goodbye, and then I'm gonna go to the next live. If you are busy and you can't join the next one, don't worry, you will rewind and catch up. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like the stream, also share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngimthanda kakhulu.